Hi everyone. I've changed the angle of my camera here. I hope you can see better. Anywho, I want to focus on masterboards. I've showed you a few that I started, and I'm going to show more. There was something I left out of the last video, and I wanted to show you guys something about a book my daughter had found. Mulberry Fairy, Part 3. And this is the board I just kind of added to the book. And then there's the last part of it. But I've really enjoyed making these. They're very therapeutic. Here's one of them. I think the lady that I got inspired by, she's from Norway. I was just fascinated by her channel. I just don't think that you're too old to not at least try. So anyways, these are all my attempts of adding to my journals, and they're not the best. I did something, I've added gesso over an actual picture of a sunflower, which I wish I had not have done. But I've learned about these little stitches here, and they're called slow stitches. And I was trying to do knots, and they're not as easy as I thought they would be. But the triangles were fine. And this right here is made with a coffee filter. Anyway, so here's another one that I did. And some of the fussy cutting I did out of magazines a long time ago, and this out of a card. And then I did the little, I was trying to do the little knots here before I went and did a tutorial, but I still can't seem to do the knots. And I saw the crosses, and I thought I'd put 3 of them, because that just reminded me of the resurrection, or Jesus on the cross. And this is a symbol of the resurrection, of him coming back, starting anew. And then I did some other little stitches, and I got kind of, these were my first stitches, so I got kind of confused there. So I'm using things that I already have. I was given things, and I didn't go out and buy them, but I inherited all this lace and string and embroidery string and stuff like that. And so this I showed earlier about does that look familiar if you watched the last video? So I learned about this paper. This is coming glued. I need to glue it back. I could probably make a book out of this, but I don't have that little cutter for the end thing. I'll have to see if I can find that. I think that's something I could use over and over again, but I tried to do it myself and I made a mess. But anyway, this is like fabric. You make it from paper, but you make your paper, you knead it into like it's fabric, and it's a Japanese technique. It's been used for a long time, and my mind was blown when I found out about it. It's all new to me, but these things are very, very old. And this technique is called mamigami. And I'm just blown away that you can do that. So I got carried away with that. This was before I found out about mamigami. And I just did this on this. So I don't know if I showed you the end result. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all this yet. And if any of you are watching, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these yet, but I showed you before, I already included some of these in here. And I don't know if I should have one signature in here. This is the one that has the elastic band in it. Or I'm going to see if I can find some more somewhere. Christmas wrap, it might not be the same color. I think I might want 3 of them and maybe tie it. I don't know. You can give me some suggestions in the comments. And also, I did not buy this. This was something that was given to me. I went out in a she shed and I kind of looked around. I couldn't stay long because nobody even talks to me or anything hardly in the house. But as soon as I go out my she shed, I've got a dog at the window barking at me, or there's people at the door, and my dogs don't bark around me. They just want to hang outside the she shed, but they don't want to come in. But anyways, I went out there and found this. I thought, well, I'll do something in blues. So I think what I'm going to do is do a nautical theme, sort of like this today. I don't know how long it's going to make this video. I've been trying to make these videos like 20-minute videos, but I seem to fall short or too far ahead. But anyways, I thought I'd do something like that and incorporate some of these blues. I'm going to keep on in the blue theme, and these are things that I have made out of magazines. And this is just something, I don't know where this came from, but I thought I'd sew them in or something. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. So I thought I'd do something like that. It's not going to go in this book though. These are more colorful and could probably go in the book somewhere. But I've already put some of these boards in there. This is part of the coffee filter. I kind of tore it out to where you can see the yellows and blues that I might kind of put in this collage. And this is some paper that looks like, it looks just like what I was explaining to you, the Momigami. It's got that same effect, but I actually got this from the Dollar Tree in a group. This I got from the Dollar Tree as well. I hope I didn't blind you with glare. But I thought I'd do sort of like a marine sea thing. This came off of a box that I tore. And some gift wrap tissue paper and seafoam green. I don't know if I'm going to use all of this. I just grabbed whatever. Handy little, I've had this thing forever, sharpener. And I grabbed these watercolors. They're Royal watercolor pencils. It doesn't show the color as far as the name goes of what the color is. It just shows it on the tips. But I had never used those before until I used them on here and made the circles here. This is a seahorse. I love seahorses. We've got them in the bay here. I've seen somebody try to catch them, I guess put them in an aquarium or to sell them. I don't know. I don't like messing with them because they, you know, need to stay in the sea in their natural habitat. We're running out of them. They're precious and they're becoming extinct if they're not extinct already. So I thought I wanted a seahorse aquarium, but then I found out we shouldn't be messing with them at all. But, you know, if you dive and you see them, that's fine. Just don't touch them. But there they are. I cut this out with my spellbinders and then punched out the stars and the little seaweed. I thought I'd try to incorporate it on the backing. And I thought I'd use these as like gills or something. Fish gills, I don't know. It's an idea. So you guys, oh my gosh, my daughter is a finder of things. Unwanted things, and she brings it to me. And she found some books, and she's found other books before, sitting on the side of the road, discarded. unloved castaways. But she brought me 2 of them home yesterday. One of them I have in a cabinet downstairs. It was written by a Catholic priest. And then another one was a Reader's Digest from the 1960s. I could have sworn I brought it up with me, but as usual, I think I just got sidetracked. I'm on the other side of the room. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me show you, my friends. Has something, it's like a fabric that was on it, kind of glued on it, but it's an adorable little book. But I thought the spine here was coming off of it, and that's what the inside looks like. Look at that, isn't that pretty? I love beautiful writing. I tore out some of the pages and stuff. Here's the back of the book. And I took out all the pictures that was in it. And I thought I'd do something later on with the pictures. And here's some of the pages here. I thought I'd do something. I didn't do such a good job tearing them all out, but perhaps I'll use them for this. I'll do a couple of them. There's one that I'll just use some of these in here. But the photographs, the paintings that they used to do, I thought was really interesting. I thought that would be neat in some of the books. I don't know, maybe if you guys want some, I could send a couple to you. I've tried to be a part of groups and stuff. A lot of them do like gel plates or whatever. I don't have a gel plate. But it was really fun watching them, to make your own papers and things for scrapbooking and journaling, junk journaling, art journaling, what have you. That's one of the groups P&M multi-art something. I have to look. It's a mom and daughter group that was in East Texas. I believe they said East Texas. One's an art teacher and the other's a graphic artist. Isn't that precious? I thought that was so precious. Condensed book. She's beautiful. Look at all that. Isn't that neat? I thought that was so neat. Those are just pages. Anyways, instead of reading it, I tear the thing apart. What's wrong with me? But I showed my mom. She's like, oh, I would have read it. I'm a fast reader. It's the 1960s. I just thought that was beautiful. But I guess a lot of the books back then fall apart. I have a Bible from... It's a little Bible for young folks that my parents given me in the 1960s, and it's got the same thing going on. I had to show you. So here I am switching to the Mod Podge. I guess everybody has their own way of doing things. I've tried both, but I just am not fond this glue stick. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I feel like I have to work more with the glue stick than I do this. Maybe it's me and my lazy bones. Oops. It's overlapping that a little bit too much. So the next place, I don't know. Where should I take you guys? There's a little butterfly park around the corner from us. Maybe I'll take you there. They, on the news, mentioned something about making some sort of a walking park or a paddleboard trail. I don't know. I didn't quite understand it. I need to revisit that, I guess. I don't know. They're always trying to come up with something to make this place grand. We do need help here. It's not been so grand in a very long time. Like the fourth or fifth generation in this area. My great-grandson, I think he's sixth generation. There was a port here. There is a port here. It's a port city. Oh, I know. There is a place down the road that is a museum, and I always want to say Publishers Clearinghouse, but it's Publishers Museum, where somebody used to have a magazine or something, or newspaper here. Maybe I'll take you on a tour there. I did go in there, and there were some ladies looking at me kind of cross-eyed because they, I guess the way I barged in, I think I interrupted something. But I was trying to see if they had a book press in there, but they told me they didn't, which that confused me for what the place used to be used for. But I asked them if I could be apprenticed and learn how to use their inks and stamping and things. I thought that somehow I could do something with that as far as what we do here, making the books and things with paper art. I do other things with paper. I've got stuck on doing this because it's such a lengthy thing, but I like playing with paper clay, and this is with my shredded paper things I don't use. I try to make jewelry. I try to add vintage jewelry with the paper clay just to make something different. But I always get my daughter's opinion. She said that was a big no for her. So I didn't pursue it, but I made these little paper balls and decorated them. That one didn't turn out so well, but they're so much fun to make. I thought about making a big chunky bracelet, I guess. I don't know. I was going to do that for Valentine's, but it was so involved. I didn't have time, but I made a whole bowl full over here. Let me show you. I know I'm showing you a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not staying on subject. Okay. There's some of the bowls I haven't decorated yet that I made also, but I make little balls and I put them through here. That's not a ball. It looks like a marshmallow, really. Here's another one.